So, as it may be no surprise to anyone who knows me, when a car is sort of possibly coming up for sale, I normally end up buying it somehow. It's the only sort of addiction I have other than my crippling caffeine addiction is buying cars. And I like to have heavily depreciated cars, which this is. This can't get any cheaper than the money I've had to give Lee for it. So, as you know from his video, there's some issues on it. I'm taking a slightly different route to Lee. There's things that don't bother me, but bothered Lee, and things that didn't bother Lee, but bother me. So I'm going to go through my plans with the car and tell you what I think we need to get done. And it's quite a long list. Now, something Lee has mentioned in his videos is the brakes need replacing. So I have new discs from the front. If you see how big these things are, they're 385mm, which is just excessive and massive and really, really chunky. So I've got those to go on. Another thing that needs doing is suspension arms. So we have the upper suspension arms for both sides. It's only the passenger side that has the issue at the moment, but while we're in there, I'm going to do both sides and then just call it a day, because it's not going to be a fun job because all the bolts seize. So I'm just going to do it once. What else have we got? So between myself, Lee and Michael, we've been collecting parts for this car. So we've got sort of injector cleaner to run through the fuel tank, engine flush, got this to help clean out all the carbon and clean the injectors. We've got update CD to update it to the latest software that we can run. As you were aware from Lee's video, he didn't like the switches were annoying him, so we have some new switches to go on. And then there's this massive pile of Febby stuff. So we have valve cover gasket, that is a sump plug for when we do the service. That we don't know what those are. And then we got throttle body gasket, the oil filler gasket. This is probably going to be one of the big leaks. Valley gasket, same, the throttle body. Then this one, don't know, we'll find out. These, I think, are the cam adjusters, which will give a decent clean. So cam adjuster, then a belt, crank seal, hopefully we don't need that. Discs which they sent are wrong. These are the bolts for the suspension arms, and then there's the cabin filter, and also there's this kit here which I can't open up because the catches are horrible, but this is the fuel injector. This is the fuel injector removal kit. So there's all the stuff in there to help remove it. Right, that's better. This is all the stuff you need to remove, fit new seals and replace the filters in a direct injection Audi. And these are all the seals. The white ones are the Teflon seals. They go into the engine and the others go on top. And we've always even got the little mesh filters, which just see there. So we can give these a decent clean. I have a injector cleaning kit on its way from Amazon, so we are pretty much set. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of work we have to do on this car. Lee's in Kentucky at the moment, so when he gets back we'll probably get into it. It takes quite a bit of motivation to get to do this much work. But what is good, it is a lot of while you're in there jobs. So while we've got the intake manifold off, we can get access to all the cam adjusters, the valley gasket, the oil filler gasket, the oil filter gasket, and all of that sort of stuff. So it makes it a lot easier and it will be worthwhile. Now, I also think the transmission is probably going to want service, because that seems a little bit, haven't really driven it cold, when just pulling it around here, it was a little bit jerky. So the transmission, I might give that a clean, sorry, an oil change, new filter, but that is something else to look into. Now, something everyone keeps asking, mainly my wife, is what my plans are for the car. One reason I bought it is a V10. I've never owned a V10. Owning a V10 is one of those engines that's quite a high level engine to get into. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, got big boot on it, big back seats, and now we have 4 dogs. So I can go take this on holiday, even though at the moment it's showing it's getting about 14 mpg. I can take this on holiday and be comfortable and fast when we go up to Scotland and all of that. So it's just a practical car. My other cars as well, it's just, I've got my truck, the 370Z and the RX-8, and none of them are sort of normal practical cars that we can just take out to dinner or just do normal things. So that is what this will do. Keep me interested on the drive, and everyone's nice, comfortable, and we'll get there quickly. Now, something people keep saying about these cars is how expensive they are to own, and they're not that cheap to own. If you have to take this to a garage, they will be charging you thousands of pounds to do the carbon clean due to the amount of work that is needed to get there. But if you're happy to do a bit of work on yourself, take the time and just learn and practice, is all relatively simple stuff. Working on cars is just taking bolts on and off in the right order. So if you're happy to do that, buy one of these. Parts are surprisingly good value. The suspension arms, these ones here, they're the same as on a normal A6, which is worrying when this has got 435 horsepower and we do 190 miles an hour, uses the same suspension arms. But these are February Bilstein ones, so good arms, and they set me back about 30 quid each. So it's not the end of the world compared to Nissan parts prices, which is ridiculous. They're not that bad. Those massive brake discs here, they set me back about 140 quid with an eBay deal. The Techstar, which is a good company, they know what they're doing. They make OEM brakes. So don't be scared by them if you're happy to work on it yourself. So that's my plan with the car, with the initial maintenance. Hopefully it'll be starting at the weekend. Today's Monday, start Saturday. I might start taking a few bits and pieces off. But as you can see, my garage is tiny, so I only want to do so much, then push the car outside, make it waterproof, and then leave it, and then try and push it back in. And it's not like 1.9 tons, if you're wondering. So that is the plan. I'm quite excited to get it running nicely. Then I've got to deal with insurance and tax. It's high tax, 700 quid a year. And yeah, I don't know what I've done. Don't know if I'm going to regret it. Considering the RX-8 killed my love for cars with one sensor, I've got a car made out of sensors. We're going to see how this goes. It'll be interesting. Anyway, thank you for watching this random, boring video. If you are excited to see what I actually get done on this car, and I am going to do some work on this one, please like, subscribe, drop any hints, because I have not had a Volkswagen Audi product for a while. I have had a W8 Passat, so that has prepared me for slightly overcomplicated engines, but I'm still a bit scared. Nissan, I just need a 10mm, 13mm, 17mm and a hammer and I'm good. This is all talks. So thank you.